Hello guys, discussion I decided to use today for my informative speech was the Unabomber. The reason I chose this speech was because I'm very intrigued by serial killers and what they do, and what they're known for, basically. Um, so who was the Unabomber? The Unabomber was Theodore John Kaczynski. He was born in Chicago, Illinois on May 22nd, 1942. That's him. He was born and raised in Chicago, but he lived in St. Louis, in Salt Lake City, and in San Francisco. He graduated as a junior when he was 16 years old from a community park. He was then offered a full scholarship at Harvard University, where he actually learned to do the bombs, and he was 16 years old. He began bombing in 1978. He started mailing bombs to the USPS, the United States Postal Service. His first target was actually a professor. His name was Buckley Crist, but it was a failed attempt because Mr. Crist actually saw the bomb. excuse me, actually saw the bomb in the parking lot, and he actually notified security, and security actually went and it blew off, and it actually just blew off a few of his fingers, but he survived. And over the next 7 years, Ted, sent 9 homemade bombs to American executives, professors, United States Airlines, which is where he got the name Unabomber. In December of 1985, he sent a bomb to a computer store, and he killed the owner, Hugh Scranton. That's the bomb that he used. And he used 16 bombs. He ended up killing 3 people, and he injured over 24 more. Ted's last attack was on April 24th, 1995. In 1995, he did send a 45-page essay to the FBI because they were on his track, explaining the reasons why he did it. In this case, he was saying that we were giving in to the terrorists, and he himself wanted to be a terrorist. This is the letter. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but that was some of the letter that he mentioned. Although the FBI was actually on him for over 2 decades, they were not able to find out who he was. Ted was actually captured in 1996 in a remote cabin with no electricity, no food, in the woods in Lincoln, Montana. The reason why they found him was because David Krasinski, his brother, actually was the one that suspected that it was his brother, so he ended up giving the tips to the FBI. When they raided his cabin, they found a bunch of bomb parts. They found letters, journals, his next places, who he wanted to kill, who he didn't want to kill. He was charged on 10 counts of transporting, mailing U.S. bombs, and killing. 3 counts of murder. He was found guilty, sentenced to 8 consecutive life forms. He is now serving his sentence in the Supermax in Colorado. He is 77 years old, and he is not eligible for parole. So this is a picture of when he was actually captured. And when people ask him if he has any regrets, he says he doesn't, because he believes that the United States gives in to too many people, and they're not worried about anybody else but themselves. And maybe he's right.